Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, everybody move. You are entering the new zone, the place where you can learn music production like never before. Yeah. All right. This is King David for Fruity Loops University. And for those that don't know how cool this place is, let me just show you real quick. First of all, we have many different camera angles. You can come into the studio, check out the overhead, learn chords, scales, notes, you name it. Then we bring you here to where you can look at King David talking to you all sincerely like a politician. I did not have sexual relations with that woman, Monica. Well, you know. And the next one is the chord board, where we teach you chords. All right. And finally, we bring you into the desktop view where you can actually see every single mouse click that I make in any software that I'm using at any given time. It doesn't get any better than this. All right, so I need you to start telling your friends and families, ring the alarm, bring them down here. It's really, really, really affordable, by the way. You can even test out some of the sample classes for only $5.99. All right, now, with no further ado, that's another French word there. I want to also show you that we have a chat where you can chat with other students, both two-way and then three-way, because you talk to each other, you talk to me, and I talk back to you. So that's 3 ways. All right, now let's get it popping. Today is Thursday. We're going to talk about mixing and mastering. We're going to get your questions. You're going to get involved. Brenda Black is in the house. Brandon's in the house. Franchise Josh, a.k.a. Scandalous Criminals, in the house. All right, and of course I'm here. So we're going to start today. We're going to talk about mixing and mastering. You know, we could do a class a week for a whole year and never touch everything that we need to learn. So let's kind of keep an open mind as we learn and try and remember that this is a journey. It's not a destination. So many of us want to get down to making beats and selling tracks, and that's great. Keep doing that. Keep selling tracks. But be a lifelong student, because I have dedicated myself to being a lifelong student of music production, songwriting, and anything music. So, and that's where the payoff comes. That's when it becomes really cool. All right. So let's talk about mixing. Y'all ready to talk about mixing and mastering? What are we going to talk about today? Oh, I found some plugins, by the way, if I can take us on a side tangent real quick. I found this really great piano plugin. It's called the Prova, if you haven't gotten that yet. All right, now let me go ahead and left click on it. And I want you to hear it because it's a brilliant sounding piano. It's the best one that I've ever heard in FL Studio so far. I'm sure there's a better one somewhere, but this is my favorite. You hear how clean it sounds? I don't have enough room here to play that song, but I also want to show you, it's really good. Prova. I'll show you where to download it. Matter of fact, we have all the links in our website. But let me switch cameras so you can see the overhead. I can give you a hand cam view. All right. Yeah, it sounds really good, man. I was super impressed because I've been, I have not really found a good piano for FL Studio, and this one is finally nice and pretty. Isn't that nice? Or even classical? Really nice and pretty. You can always go ahead and send it through effects so that you can make it sound sweeter, right? I mean, that's the easy thing. We all know how to use our effects. So we can just go ahead and put it out through any effect that we want. Let's say we go through 3 and we put a reverb on it. I like the Fruity reverb, but I'm also beginning to expand and try other reverbs. See? Nice. Not bad, not bad. So anyhow, here is the name. It's called the Prova by Safwan Matni. I don't know who that is. And of course, it doesn't. I don't see any controls, so you can control the timbre or the pitch, or well, you can control the pitch. So I don't really know how you can really customize it. So I think what you get is what you see, or what you see is what you get. I got my little sayings mixed up backwards. Any questions? I'll show you where I got it, so that if you guys want to go to get it, just go to Fruity Loops University, go to the forum, and I think we have VST link. It's probably going to be on the second page or third page. Yep. Look under Josh left something for more free VSTs. It's right on this page here, the VSTforfree.com. All right, and I think you can search for it or just go to piano, and then it should be here somewhere. Where are we? Flygo. Try and look at what people have rated them, because they're pretty accurate. Like this one would probably sound pretty good. I haven't listened to that one yet. So I get the highest rated ones. I don't want the ones that if people are saying it's not good, I believe them. But then again, you might want to check for yourself. This was pretty high rated, so I went ahead and checked it out, and I was pretty impressed with the sound. I like the quality. It gives me the feeling of actually playing a real piano. All right, questions? Anything? All right, now let's talk about mixing and mastering today. Some of the things that I'm finding that I'm hearing out there in people's mixes, including my own, is that again, we should try and get a better understanding of how to create depth into our mixes, and we can use that. We can do that with reverbs. So we're going to talk a little bit about reverb. Using reverb to create space. All right, is that cool? Can we go in that direction today? You guys cool with that, or is this something else you want to do? All right, because I'm going to have to take you to the chord board to make it happen. I'm taking you guys to the hoop. Cool with that? All right, cool. So yesterday we worked on some chords, and we had a pretty good class. It was me and Prenda. We hung out. We did our thing. We had a couple new students come. I opened up the class, invited the public in, and fortunately it was probably too late. All right. So we want to talk about creating space. Creating space. Creating space. And when we're talking about creative space, a lot of times you guys hear productions that are done in Pro Tools or all the so-called better softwares, and you'll hear and notice that everything sounds so clean and crisp and separated, and everything it just seems so distinct. Like you can hear each instrument, and and that's really something that you can achieve no matter what you're using. You can achieve that with FL Studio. I had to get a different pen because the one I'm using is not too distinct. All right, one of the ways we can do that is to use reverb. Okay, reverb is nothing but a simulating a space, an environment. Reverb is nothing but a room simulator. All right, and I can't seem to find a good pen. How's that? Not showing up so good. All right, cool. So I want to draw something for you. If you give me 1 second, I'm going to get me a better pen. We're going to talk about space today. And when I say space, I don't mean Jupiter and Mars. I mean space in terms of room space, area. All right? Now, I've showed many of you people have seen this diagram before. I'm going to show it again.